Howdy, folks. Today I want to talk about my new custom EJ07. This has sort of been boiling in my mind for like 2 full years, and I finally made it happen. Um, just to let folks know, this isn't custom tuned. However, it is really well built and matched left to right. Just got a blue shell. It's got the obvious backplate there. It's kind of like the shimmery pink. They change color based on the angle. Standard EJ07 build. Interestingly enough, that little dynamic driver looks exactly like my not O2 driver. Didn't actually realize that before, but in terms of the fit and finish, this thing is like phenomenal, flawless, gorgeous. Really makes me happy. And I wanted to do a shout out basically to the engineer, the designer of these, a fella named Yao Ming. This guy is a master tuner, and I believe that one of his favorite headphones in the world is the Etymotic. I'm not sure exactly which one, maybe the 4SR possibly, but he loves Etymotic tuning, as do I. And I consider it to be more correct than most other tunings. And so I wanted to give a shout out to Yao. This is if you took an Etymotic tuning and took it to the most masterful degree that you possibly could, including the best drivers, obviously quad electrostatics, 2 Sanyan BA, 1 dynamic driver LCP, compared to, Etymotic does 1 BA or 1 micro dynamic driver. But this thing has all of the metrics that Etymotic doesn't do that well. Staging, the wideness, the incredible depth, although Etymotic does pretty good depth for me, but the wideness and the staging wrapping around the back of your head, and the extreme amount of holographic 3D that these guys produce outshines any Etymotic I've ever heard, including the fit, which I like much, much better. So I just wanted to give a shout out and also just go over a couple little odds and ends here that are super interesting. So if I go to, let me see. Yeah, that's something that I need to get in my mailbox. Sorry about that. So let's just go over. This is Crinical's EJ graph, and what's interesting about this is not so much the graph, although if we go to this one, you can see that Etymotic and the EJ07 are a fairly good match for all the things that matter to me, anyways. Pinagain, the flat mids. Flat mid bass, and then a huge amount of sub bass on the Shuoer versus the versus the Etymotic. That's my favorite. But check this out. So this is Crinical's EJ graph. Everybody knows it pretty well. And then if you look kind of past 10K, it's like, well, that's very rolled off and dark. However, and I wanted to go over this. 711 couplers are not super accurate. Now, there's a couple different ones, and the more you spend, the more accurate you can get over 10K. And I believe that Shuoer has a more accurate rig than Crinical's 711 coupler that he's been using for a long time. Now, I get this. He's using his coupler because historically that data will be relevant with his all of his historical data. So as he graphs things, it's going to be comparable. However, this is actually what a modern 711 coupler that has energy over 10K rates this set as. And this might be shocking to some folks because, yeah, over 10K, that is not dark. And that's why, I believe that's why this set for so many people comes across as shockingly different than what they thought was going to happen versus what Crinical's stuff rates it as. And yeah, I mean, over 10K, that's phenomenal. That's energy, and it's got plenty of it, and it's not too much. And in fact, yeah, these headphones sound to me very much like a sitting in a small theater, maybe my living room with my surround sound speakers and a subwoofer blasting my ears out. And, I'm not going to go over all the metrics of this, but the volume scaling is the best that you will find on anything, meaning as you turn these up, they will actually get better and better and better until you win the universe. And that's kind of the way speakers to me sound like. So, Yao Ming, you are a masterful tuner, and I really need to reshell my EJ07Ms into these type of shells for maximum win. And all I can hope is that in the future, Mr. Yao will be trying a couple other, I don't know, headphone style, maybe planner, maybe other driver configurations to get an Etymotic style tuning out of, different configurations. That would be amazing to me. Yeah, so this is a love letter to Shuoer and Yao Ming. The best headphones I ever heard, the best experience that I have listening to things. And I just love these things like they're my babies. And I now have 3 pairs. I sold one and got these instead. And got a little short bus inscription there, as you would expect. Right on, folks. Have a great day, and I will talk to you on the next one.